YouTube, it's your girl Life with Infinity B. Y'all, let me tell y'all a quick story right quick. How did this happen video? So y'all, I have a puppy. I didn't introduce him to y'all because I was waiting to get my apartment and everything like together and straight. And that's a process because I have so much stuff, y'all. So I don't like to leave him inside by himself. And when I do, when I was leaving him at the old apartment, he was in the bathroom, couldn't touch nothing, couldn't get to nothing. He had his pads, he had water, and you know, he had his bed and stuff, toys. So he was pretty good. So I just moved into my new place and I have so much stuff everywhere, and I didn't want to leave him there by himself when I went to work yesterday. So I decided, because Lena had reached out to me and she was like, hey, you need anything, you good? And I was like, yes, I honestly need a big favor. So I bought my dog over there probably at like 4, I believe. I bought my dog over there at 4, and once the movers finished putting everything in the apartment, I went back over there probably at like 6, got her some food. We was over there chilling and stuff, and I asked her, can she watch him, you know, while I go to work? I get off at 2, is she gonna be up? And she was like, yeah, of course. So I'm like, okay, bet. So y'all, I got off at 2:30. I called her, I'm calling. Okay, she not answering. So I text her, I said, please don't feed him, because when she fed him, when I dropped him off, y'all, he threw it up because it probably was too much food, but I didn't tell her again because I didn't know I was gonna take that long. So it probably was too much food, I don't know, but he threw it up. So that was like a sign of something, because he had never thrown up before. Yo, honestly, a dog really feel like a dog is like a kid, y'all. That's how I'm looking at this like my kid, like my child, y'all. Like, my nerves is so bad right now. So he ended up sleeping over there. I reached out to her, she wasn't responding. She was knocked out, y'all. She was sleeping. So y'all know she have a big dog. She have a big dog, and when I went over there, I didn't know what number she stayed in. So I'm calling Stacy, I'm reaching out to Benet. I'm like, yo, what number she stayed? Like, we don't know. So Stacy was like, okay, so if you walking through this part, then I know how to get to her house. And I was like, okay, bet, cool. So y'all, I'm on the phone with Stacy, y'all. My phone on 3%, y'all. I left my charger at work. I didn't have no back piece to my extra charges. It just was too much going on. Stacey had called me, she FaceTimed me. She's like, okay, yeah, turn left, go right, turn left. Ooh, it's right there, knock on the door. I say, okay. I said, I don't hear a dog though, because you know she have a big dog. I'm like, I don't hear a dog. She said, Finn, you gotta knock harder than that. I said, and I heard a dog. He was like, roo. I'm like, okay, bet. This is when I can say, okay, thank you, Stacey. So I'm on the phone with Stacey, y'all. I'm just knocking. The dog just barking. Lena's still not coming to the door, y'all. I'm like, oh my God, like, what's going on? I'm scared. I'm like, is she here? Where is she? Hey, y'all, I was just so scared. So I'm trying to see where I can hold this phone at. So come to find out, y'all, Lena was knocked out. Her phone was on do not disturb, but her calls were still going through. Like, I don't know, but she was knocked out. So she had Bentley in her hand. I'm like, girl, yes, come on, you know. Because, like, I was okay with him sleeping out, but I was still nervous. Like, I don't know why I was nervous, but I was so nervous. Like, I got home at probably like 3, and I didn't go to sleep till probably like 5, because I'm like, my dog, I'm nervous. You know, I don't want her to feed him and he throw up again. I just was so nervous and caring about him, y'all. That's like my baby. Like, that's like really my child. Like, stop playing. So she didn't feed him all yesterday. Well, she didn't feed him until after 5 o'clock yesterday, and I think she gave him a lot, and he threw it up. Like, that was a sign. So I texted her and told her, I said, don't feed him, I'm gonna be there early in the morning when you wake up. But I ended up getting up at 7 o'clock, y'all. So I'm going up 2 hours of sleep. I ended up getting up at 7 o'clock, knocking on her door to go get Bentley. So when I got there, y'all, he wasn't the same. Cause I'm like, okay, Bentley wake me up at 4 o'clock and Bentley wake me up at 7 o'clock. I take him off my bed and put him on the pad. He pee, he poo, he do whatever he gotta do. Put him back in my bed. We wake up at 8 o'clock, and that's when I feed him. Like, that's our schedule, because y'all, my dog, he pee and poo on pads. Like, he pee, he poo. When he eat, he pee and poo on his pads. Like, he's low-key trained. Like, that's kind of crazy to me, but that's good. So I just keep up with it, and I keep him on a tight schedule. We wake up at 4, he pee. Wake up at 7, he pee, he poo. Put him back in the bed. Another hour, he go eat. You know, he pee, he poo, then he cool. So he didn't wake her up. So I'm like, I know he go wake her up at 7. he didn't wake her up when I got there, y'all. She said he was asleep the whole time. He did not wake her up. I'm like, something is wrong. Like, so I put him on the floor, and it's like he was shaking, and then he was like falling to the floor, and I'm like, bro, like, I'm so scared. Like, what's going on? Like, I'm like, Lena, he not the same. And she was like, I don't know. She was like, he been sleep a lot. I say, he sleep a lot, but he'll wake you up when he gotta use the bathroom. Like, he gonna play in your face. And I'm looking at his eyes, and his eyes like his eyes not the same. And I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with my baby? What's wrong with my baby? So when I put him on the floor, y'all, he'll like walk, and then he'll like wobble, and then he'll fall. Like, he wouldn't have his full balance. I'm like, something wrong. What's wrong with him? And I know her dog ain't do nothing to him because her dog is so sweet. So I'm like, something is off. So I ended up taking him to Petco, I believe. I took him to Petco. They open up at 9 o'clock. I'm there at 9 o'clock. They open up at 9 o'clock. I'm there at 9 o'clock. He just opened the door. I'm like, y'all open? I'm like, I need a vet. My dog not right, blase. And so they was like, our vet place is closed. I'm like, oh my God, okay. But do you know anything about dogs? And they was like, kind of, what's wrong? I'm like, he wobbling, he shaking, he not the same. And they was like, we don't know. Maybe you could take him to the other vet around the corner. So y'all, I get back to my car, but I put him down like outside on the ground to see if he's still doing the same thing. Y'all, he's still doing the same thing. It's actually getting worse. And so this lady was in the car across from me, and she got out the car, and she was like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, my dog is like wobbling, he's shaking. She was like, okay, I'm a vet. She said take him to, I think it's called GVWC or something like that. It's a 24-hour pet emergency hospital. I said, oh my God, thank you so much. I took him there, y'all. I told him what's going on when I got there, y'all. The vet came out there so quick. Y'all wanted to cry because I'm like, what if something like really, like, I'm so scared. And I look toe up, I look a mess. Y'all, I have on tights with some like fuzzy slippers, house slippers, and a sports bra. And he's in a vet right now, y'all. He's still in there. I had to come and get a charger because, y'all, my phone had died. My phone had died. And I wanted to vlog this for y'all because y'all never met Bentley. And I was introducing y'all to Bentley, you know, once I showed my house. But after this happened, I'm like, I might as well just do a vlog and tell y'all what happened and get some stress off of me, y'all. Because when I tell y'all, my nerves is so bad right now. Like, because I don't know what was going on in here. My phone is on the charger. My phone literally was dead, but it's cute in here. I'm showing you the pictures that they have. Why can't even go? It smells like dogs in here. I don't like that. And today was gonna be our day of adventures. I was gonna take him to get cleaned, like find him a place where I could drop him off and like get cleaned and stuff. And then I was gonna get like all his stuff. Is he good?
I mean, when I went, because, you know, he's a cute little Yoki back there. You know, we gravitate.
Boy, if you don't...
He told little cuteness.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did went over there, he did bark at me a little bit.
Yeah.
But now that I went back there again, he was just sitting there shaking a little bit. So I do see what you're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
He might have just had a bout of adrenaline because he's in a new place.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do see him shaking a little bit. He was like a little bit
go to the
wobbly,
side. Yeah.
They did give him some sugar.
Okay.
To help with his energy level, and I believe they did a glucose test as well to test his blood sugar. So I believe his blood sugar was low.
It was low.
Why
so do you know the cause of that?
We don't know. So they're probably going to do diagnostic, which is the next thing I'm going to talk to you about.
Okay.
They want to do a diagnostic fee or diagnostic stat fee. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be $800. It's for the blood work, the exam, and then any medications that they're going to administer in hospital.
Okay, it's going to be $800.
And then if he may not need to be hospitalized, but if he does need to be hospitalized, then there'll be another charge on top of that.
Well, you think it's that bad?
If it is that bad. If it is just like his sugar is low, then they will give him his dextrose, they'll give him some fluids, and then they'll prescribe you some medications to go home, and they'll usually cover it.
So do you think I should get the diagnosis?
Yeah, I think he should do that because he's so small too. When things happen in puppies, they happen quickly. So I think it'll be better if you did the blood work at least.
Okay. Go ahead. $800, bro. I don't even care. I just want my dog at this point, y'all. But I just paid it. So I hope he's good after this. Because if he not, I'm bringing him right back here. Because charge me $800 for a test. I don't care. But just bring my dog and make sure he's well at this point. I'm going to keep y'all updated on everything. So, alright, y'all. So I decided to come home and change from what I was holding him in, because he said it could. They said it could be from the dog that he was around also. So I'm just gonna change what I have on, take a quick shower, get myself together, and then go back to the bed because he's still back there, y'all. I was just sitting there waiting, so I'm about to change or whatever. So like they just called me in and said the doctor's ready to speak to me. So let's see what they're talking about. Y'all, I'm scared. Looks like, y'all, I'm scared. She gotta talk to me like, I don't know what she gotta talk to me about.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Dr. Snook. I'm working with you with that cute little thing, Bentley. He is so little.
I know.
How long have you had him?
Like a week.
Okay. When you got him, did he have any vaccines? Anything?
Yes.
Yes.
I have the paperwork in the car.
Okay. I don't need it. I just wanted to know in general, since he's so small. Okay. So you had him about a week. Been doing fine. You had him with a friend for a little bit.
Well, for like a few hours.
Okay. And then it seemed like he vomited once?
Mm-hmm. When she fed him.
Okay. And then he's not been wanting to eat very well, seemed real dumpy, so you brought him to us, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I picked him up this morning, he wasn't the same. He didn't wake up at 4 o'clock. He'll wake up at 4 o'clock. He'll wake up at 7 o'clock. And I like put him on a pad so he could potty.
Mm-hmm.
She said he didn't wake up. He was asleep the entire time.
Okay. Okay. So, did
Like-
he bond with you at all?
Because I went over she fed him when I dropped him. First, when I dropped him off, I left for like 2 hours and came back. And when I held him, he had vomited in my lap.
Mm-hmm.
That was his first time ever vomiting.
So when he came in, I'm sure Katie gave you the update.
Mhm.
He did have a little blood sugar.
Yeah.
So we gave him some sugar on his gums. Perked right back up. We offered him some food after that, and he ate that very well for us.
Okay.
When he first came in, when his blood sugar was low, he did seem a little
Dizzy, like,
neurologically weird,
Yeah.
kind of like wobbly. Which if he had low blood sugar, that makes sense.
right.
However, with a puppy, whenever they're showing weird neurological signs, when they're wobbly, vomiting, not wanting to eat, there's many things under the sun that could cause that. I did some blood work on him, so I did a full metabolic profile, came back great. Puppies in general can have some mild anemia, and he has a very small, very, very mild anemia that can be for many reasons.
Mhm.
Just inherently puppies, they don't have full function of their body yet, and so sometimes they can run just a little bit anemic, but sometimes it can also be because of like parasites. I think what happened was he may have eaten a little bit too much, too
Mhm.
fast. He vomited that, made him a little bit nauseous. He didn't want to eat, and so that his blood sugar just continuously got low.
Yeah.
And in these puppies, they have such little fat stores that their body can't go too long without eating because they don't have the fat stores to be able to keep their blood sugar up.
Right.
So they do need to be fed pretty frequently, especially with how small he is.
Yeah, I feed him 4
hours.
times a day, every 4 hours.
Yes. He vomited, got nauseous, didn't want to eat as much, so that his blood sugar just kept dropping. So we regulated that, it's back up. I think he'll be able to go home with you today.
Okay. Is he still like woozing to the side?
He didn't seem to be, after we gave him the sugar, he seems to be a lot more bright, alert.
Mhm.
We gave him some food and he chomped that down for us.
Okay.
So he's definitely willing to eat. So you won't have to feed him again for another 4 hours. We'll send you home with some discharges. I'm just in general puppy upkeep, but
Mhm.
we gave him an anti-nausea medication since he did vomit beforehand, and to try to stop any further nausea that could have happened from him having the vomiting.
Mhm.
I do want him to recheck with his vet. I would make sure he has a good place to be warm, be comfy in, feed him every 4 hours. Don't take him to any area areas that have dogs if you're not sure of their vaccination
Okay.
status, because he's not protected.
Okay.
He doesn't have any immunities in his body that are enough to protect him from things that an adult dog would be protected from.
Okay.
He's much more prone to get sick, just like with a human baby that doesn't have their vaccines. So, yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we'll get you guys out of here shortly. I got no medications to go home. Keep him warm, dry, feed him, water. No dog parks until he's fully vaccinated.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
He's good, y'all. He is good. He's good.